Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info.
Episode 27? Wow. Okay.
Life is so easy when you are a child. Only think of yourself. Now that you're older, you've come to see you're part of everyone else. So sit looking vacantly out of the door, but don't shut off yourself in yourself. If you look inside, you will know that you are part of everyone else. Selfishness is easy when you're all alone, but that's not what your life is about. Go out and be happy, and then you will see you're part of everyone else. Now the big-hearted people take the smaller ones in. The beginning is starting today. I will take your hand and you will take mine, and the world can fly away. There's plenty of joy and goodness is real, so come on and share in the wealth. I'll give to you what I'd have you give me. You're part of everyone else. You are a product of your generation. Listen to what they have to say. Let's throw away the old civilization. We're part of everyone else. And the big-hearted people take the smaller ones in. The beginning is starting today. I will take your hand and you will take mine, and the world can fly away. Let's all sing together, let's all sing the drum. Let's throw the bad out of our hearts. The dawn of the day burns the darkness away. We're part of everyone else. Part of everyone else. Part of everyone else.
Let's talk about the music. I am Shells here in Tacoma, Washington. And he is Spider, way over there in Ohio. Yes. Oh, really? This is true. It would be forever, but it happens. Okay, so if you guys are brand new to the show, here is what the show is all about. This is a controversial talk show. We do not argue unless you want to argue, but I hope you don't, because that would be so sad. And but we talk about stuff that's important to the musicians in the music industry, and also and then we just basically having conversation about the music, and we have guests all over the world, all over the states, coming and joining us. And right now, this one night show is booked up until October. So yeah, we're getting really popular, and it's very great. And we've been on the air for 7 months now. Mm-hmm. I love the quality. All right, so this show is a jam-packed show, and I am still getting everything out to all this social media stuff. You haven't got your link yet. I'm working on it. Give me a second here, guys. But we have a jam-packed show, starting out with King George in Australia between now and 10. And then we travel to Germany to talk to Zirp. So we shall go ahead and introduce our very first guest on the show. Please welcome King George. Hello. Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute. For some reason, you guys are not on the air. That means Skype decided to change stuff on my thing here, which is normal. Hang on a minute.
This does happen sometimes.
Spider, you guys are now live. Yay!
We're here.
God.
That Skype, it's always trying to censor me.
Oh my gosh, Skype. Skype is just like grrr. So now we can do it properly now. Hi, King George.
Hello again.
We like introductions so much that we want to have them 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
We have to, especially if Skype wants to not connect correctly, so we got to do it again. All right, so
that's all good.
All right, so King George, I got you from MusicSubmit.com. And then after I got you on when I was doing the music pick, before I had Spider take over, that's how I got your friends Winters In into it. Yes, so you guys got network with me, so it was fantastic. And then I had Winters In come in first. I was like, oh, I feel so sad. I should get George first because I found you first, or whatever how it works. So here you are.
No, that's fine. We're not precious about that stuff. As long as we're on, we're happy.
Exactly. I hear you. So, and the thing is, I never got a topic from you. So I guess it's going to be a free-range topic with you.
Okay, I thought I said something, Drew, but I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been kind of crazy over here. So what was the topic that you wanted to you know what you did, and I just don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
I think I was talking about. Oh, that's right. That's all coming. About bands changing their sound to get on the radio.
Yeah, there you go.
What else was there? I don't like elections. I don't like politicians.
Yeah.
It's compulsory to vote in Australia, unlike in the US.
We don't want to vote either.
we just had an election, so that's compulsory. And what else did I send to you? I said also have a crush on Lana Del Rey, but that's another side issue.
Yeah.
Well, see, I can totally understand that. That's not the worst thing in the world.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I think that's all I sent through.
Yeah, we don't really want to talk politics too because, well, we just don't want to do it either. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool.
So we're basically going to stick with music.
Yep.
Okay. So the topic you started was how musicians can actually change to get on the radio, and you are correct. Because Spider, he is a musician too. Reason why I have a co-host as a musician, and he just released his 14th album, and I can see the change that he was actually going through, and in his album, it completely changed. So now with you changing, now does that help you out too?
Sorry, was that for Spider or me? Sorry.
You.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Well, what my issue is I think here in Australia, I think I don't like it when bands change their style without really wanting to, just to get on the radio. We have, here in Australia, there has been some controversy about it because there's one national radio station called Triple J that is a public radio station, but what they tend to play certain styles of music, but what some of the controversy has been is there has been bands who have, specifically had a good sound, but they changed it on purpose just to get on there. And that's been a bit of a controversy over here because, my opinion is that, you should be writing and creating things that you love and what your audience loves, and not have to constantly sit there and focus on what you think a radio station will play. I guess some musicians, if they're looking for, to crack the pop scene and the mainstream, obviously that could be your target to specifically write pop tunes for all the mainstream stations, but I just think that it shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't have to be like that. A lot of the radio stations, in particular the one I'm talking about, should be a lot more open to playing acts that come from different genres and, so that's my little beef.
Well, I think sometimes musicians like to reinvent themselves and possibly grow into their talent. Do you think that's something to do with it too?
I think that's a totally separate argument in the sense that I think it's important that they do. I mean, if you look what I'm doing, King George's rock music, and the Euro Theatre is my other project, which is dance music. But I've been doing it because that's what I love. I love those two genres. But those who are reinventing themselves, it's totally different. I guess it's the I think if reinvention is good because it can keep musicians fresh as well with new ideas and new projects.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead, Spider.
Well, one thing that I notice, and I'm kind of in agreement with you about how there is, here in the U.S., we have so many different radio stations, and most of them all seem genre-based. Like, they're all very specifically, hey, this is what we play, we don't play much outside of this. This is what we play, we don't play much outside of this. And it kind of makes it difficult if you live in an area where the music that you like to play isn't the dominant form of music for that area. So it's like struggling against the tide. So on one hand, you want to make your own mark as your own musician, and on the other hand, you want to try to get on the radio stations. So you have to kind of have this battle with yourself, whether do I want to try to conform more to what people are being pushed to listen to on these stations, or do I want to keep pushing to make the things that I like to make? And it's kind of the situation that I'm in. I have a particular kind of sound that I usually go to that doesn't really fit well to what most of the people in this area listen to and what most of the radio stations play. So, of course, you won't find me on any top 40 radio stations probably ever. But, I like what I do, and I might change it subtly here and there just to make it a little bit more easy to listen to sometimes, but not in such a way that it's kind of breaking out of my zone to something that I'm not really